All right. Okay. So, excuse me. So now, okay, we have to find those quartiles. So for the first one, remember, you have this locator, right? You know, that's in the set of notes I sent last time. This locator L, and you do 0.25 times n, right? And in this case, it depends what you do after you do that product, which in this case is 0.25 times 14. Now here we get a decimal number, decimal value. So in that case, what we do is we round up, no matter what this decimal is. If it was 3.01, you would still round up to 4. And what would happen is you would get, in this case, we round up to 4, and the fourth data value then is the data value, that's our Q1. So in this case, Q1 happens to be 4 as well, because that's the fourth data value, fourth from the bottom, in other words, okay? Fourth from the bottom. All right. So that's Q1. Q2 is the median. I mean, there was another process we did. We saw another process that is in how to get the median. So this one's a little bit different, but in essence, it's really the same, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. Basically here, the locator you get is 50% of n, which is 0.5 or 0.50 times n. And in this case, we get a whole number, 7. Now, since we have a whole number, that tells us, okay, that what we use is that number and the next one. So we have 7 here, right? We're going to use the data values in the 7th and the 8th position and take their average, take their mean, in other words. So in this case, we're actually going to have 1, 2, 3. I know it's here, but I want to show you how to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7th data value is 6, and the 8th data value is 7. And you take their average, and you just get, as you can see, 6.5. That's all you get. Okay? So that's our median, which means, again, 50% of the data is below 6.5. And 50% of this data is above it. Excuse me. Okay. Now for Q3, I don't know why I have this as the median, but that's not right. Let me just cross that out. I'll do it the easy way. Q3, let me just do it this way. I'm not sure why I have the median there. My guess is that I copied the above when writing up these notes, and I forgot to delete that. So anyway, for the Q3, the third quartile, you're looking at 75%, which is 0.75 times n, okay? 0.75 times n, and n is 14, so we get 0.75 times 14. You know, if you do that in your calculator, you should get about 10.5. I mean, yeah, you get 10.5, excuse me. Just like in Q1, we have a decimal. What do we do next? We round it up to 11 in this case, and we look at the 11th data value. Okay, so what's the 11th data value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 10. So 10 is the third quartile. So 75% of the data is below 10. Okay? So again, that's just what's happening here. So, all right, cool. Notice again that the median, as we have seen before, this is actually not, okay, a data value. You can have any of these can not be a data value. You know, I think if I remember correctly, we saw that last time. Okay, so that's the 5-number summary, right? We have the minimum, the maximum, and these 3 quartiles. This is actually the box plot that we drew, okay? But let me actually go through the construction of it, you know, just to illustrate it. So I'm going to have to go back to Desmos, okay? So I'll just do that now. When sorting it, you really don't have to use Google Sheets. I mean, here there's 14 numbers. That's actually not terrible. But, I just thought it'd be good to show you that. So, okay. Oh, when am I going to post the exam? Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, I was going to post it tomorrow, and I figured, because I figured I'd give everyone time to look at the videos and the notes I posted. I've been kind of slow with that, and I really am sorry about that. That's why I'm waiting to post the exam Friday, tomorrow. And I figured what I'd do is give you guys, if I remember correctly, I think for the first exam, I gave you guys like 3 days. So I figured I'll probably do something like that. So I'll make it due probably like Tuesday maybe. So, okay. Because I know the material is kind of tricky anyway. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. I'll let you know when it's posted and where you can find it. So, okay. And again, also, show your work with the exam. And again, it's open book, open notes. You can use a calculator, obviously. I do ask that you show your work, okay? There will be a problem definitely with that TVM solver. But again, there is a link I have in Blackboard to one that's made through GeoGebra. So for work, I'll post this on the exam as well. For the work in that case, you probably would just have to tell me what values you posted in, like what your PV is, what your PMT is, that kind of thing. All right. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but, I do curve exams because I understand what may be easy to me may not be easy to you guys. I understand that. Not trying to talk down to anyone. Okay. So now back to Desmos. Okay. All right, let me show Desmos. So again, what I'm going to do with that 5-number summary, we got those numbers. I want to type the list in so we can see what the box plot, how we actually construct it though. Can you construct it using Google Slides? I want to say, if there is a way, I haven't seen it. I don't know. So let me just do this. All right. So I got to type the data in. Okay. So let me do that. Let me just do this. Oh boy. Here we go. So you can see hopefully what I'm doing. At least, oh boy, I hope everyone can see that. There we go. Start from scratch, so to say. All right, so here we have this. So the data is 2, so L1. I'm calling it L1. If you want to call it something else like L2, that's fine. Or just L if you want. If there's more than one list, you probably want to use subscripts like that. It subscripts it for you. So we have 2, comma, but you want to use square brackets like this. 2, comma, 3, comma, 3. 4, comma, 4. 5, 6, 7. You don't have to type it in sorted. It doesn't matter. 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, let me fix that because it thinks that's 78. 14 and 16. What's nice also is it tells you how many elements there are. There should be 14. I think I missed one, didn't I? 2, 3, 3. Oh, no, I forgot a comma. There we go. Good. All right, that did it. So the list is typed in, as you can see. And the next line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type what we had before, box plot. Notice this list I'm calling L, but let me call it L1 to be consistent. I just typed the 1, as you can see, it subscripts it automatically. So we get box plot, parentheses, L1, good. And I would tell it to, it says exclude outliers, but here I would just, we're not really going into outliers here, okay? But I just make sure that's unchecked. Notice also you can actually move the graph a bit, that's what I'm doing here. And if you don't want to see this, you could just click this double arrow to the left. See? So that's our box plot. You can zoom in a bit and you can see the numbers better. At least I hope you can. But you can see how like the minimum here, that's our 2. Here is Q1, which we got as 4. Our median, 6.5, which is here. The first quartile, this is the second quartile, which is the same as the median. The third one is over here, which is 10. Okay. And the maximum is 16. I mean, what is kind of annoying about this is it looks like every data value is included here. It might look like that, but that's not the case. It's just trying to show you where most of the data is, like the spread, how spread out it is. These are, again, measures of variation that we're dealing with. That's what we're looking at now. Okay.